Who would win in a battle, Dr. Manhattan or Lucifer Morningstar? Dr. Manhattan, a human who became a god of science with the ability to manipulate time, space, and matter, has demonstrated his power by recreating the entire DC universe. He did so by altering the timeline, preventing events, and even stealing time itself. However, Lucifer Morningstar, the powerful demon from the Bible, is a cosmic entity whose powers far surpass Manhattan's manipulation of time and space. Lucifer is not merely a fallen angel, but also has the ability to create and destroy universes and control reality itself. He once abandoned hell and traveled through dimensions, showing complete freedom from any universal laws. While Dr. Manhattan is powerful, Lucifer's time-transcending creative power combined with his god-like intelligence and mastery of magic could potentially overcome Manhattan's scientific control. But before we dive deeper into the analysis, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and click the bell icon. Thank you. Dr. Manhattan possesses extraordinary powers like Molecule Man, able to control molecules down to the subatomic level. He once rebooted the entire 52 universes, asserting his place as one of the most powerful beings in existence. With his immense strength, he can stand on equal footing with Perpetua. Meanwhile, Lucifer holds a different power called the Will of God. This power allows him not only to shape but to accomplish anything within creation. The notable thing about Lucifer's power is that it has no limits. His will is infinite, far surpassing any form of molecular manipulation. With this will, Lucifer can affect the very essence of creation however he desires. Will is the power of the mind, so anything you wish for, you can make it reality. What does this mean? Dr. Manhattan does not have the power or ability to defeat Lucifer. Lucifer has witnessed the entirety of creation, watching it rise and fall. Alongside Michael and Gabriel, he created the multiverse, including countless universes. He even possesses his own multiverse. However, Dr. Manhattan shouldn't be underestimated, as he certainly has the potential to achieve even greater feats, and with the Dark Knight's metal event, everything could change. There is another character who stands on equal footing with Dr. Manhattan. Through an accident, Manhattan became the focal point of all the energy forces within DC, including the Speed Force, Emotional Spectrum, Life Force, Divine Powers, and other forces. These forces constitute nearly half of the existence in the DC universe, the positive points, essential to its structure. On the other hand, the crisis energy used by Perpetua is entirely opposite to all of this. Essentially, Perpetua is the direct but equal counterpart to Dr. Manhattan. In countless different multiverses, there are many such powerful entities, but Dr. Manhattan and Perpetua are the two symbols representing those poles of power. This means that we can indeed compare the achievements of Perpetua with Dr. Manhattan. Specifically, she created the original multiverse, which was later replaced by DC's current one. According to the author of the event that brought Perpetua and Dr. Manhattan to the center of attention, Perpetua belongs to a supernatural race capable of creating multiverses by channeling energy from the source. These universes are protected and saved from darkness in an infinite space, where each multiverse is maintained. Afterward, the multiverse is supervised by the presence to determine if they meet expectations. If they do, the hand that created them continues to sustain their existence. They are granted the ability to return to the light and are rewarded. However, if the hand betrays, there will be severe punishment. Your multiverse is erased and you are imprisoned or exiled, and the presence creates a new universe to fill that void. This is exactly what happened to Perpetua. In her desire to continue feeling like a god, she created a terrifying and savage multiverse that constantly worshipped her and never died. It would endlessly rise only to the point where it no longer needed her, then it would be erased in an endless cycle, ensuring she would never be brought back to the light. Clearly the hands. Guys were quite angry with this loophole, as it made them all look bad, so they pleaded and sent the Cosmic Raptor to enforce the will of the source on her. The presence, with an unchangeable decision, called upon his three sons from the void beyond the edge of the multiverse: Lucifer, Michael, and Gabriel. Each of them holds distinct powers. Michael possesses a unique ability, akin to cosmic energy, capable of containing enough power to create an entire multiverse. However, he lacks the ability to shape it or breathe life into it to give it meaning or depth. But Lucifer, like the presence, has the ability to use this energy to create anything he desires. The energy he wields is pure and infinite, and he can transform it into anything he imagines. From turning fire in a black hole into a supernova to transforming a barren desert into a vast ocean, he could even create an entire multiverse in the blink of an eye. However, Lucifer's limitation is that he cannot generate energy or give it complexity and clear structure on his own. Gabriel, on the other hand, is the cause and effect of creation. He can take what Lucifer has made and combine it with other elements to form a complete model, making everything have a plan and cohesive alignment. This is what makes their creativity completely different from Perpetua. Therefore, based on the recorded feats, Lucifer surpasses Perpetua. He possesses absolute power in shaping the entire multiverse or anything related to light at his will. Not only that, apart from connecting with forces like Dr. Manhattan, Lucifer can also control crisis energies, for he doesn't just create good and evil, but also maintains balance between them. I have to admit that Dr. Manhattan is truly a formidable force. He can easily prevent Owlman from using the Mobius chair to disappear. The Mobius chair has the ability to turn an ordinary human into a god, specifically the god of knowledge, helping to overcome all adversities. Even the antimatter of the anti-monitor couldn't affect its user. This really proves the terrifying power of Dr. Manhattan. I have to admit that Dr. Manhattan cannot compare to the fallen angel in terms of power level. Lucifer can break the laws of creation, something even a brilliant doctor like Manhattan cannot do. But Lucifer not only surpasses death but can completely erase it, while despite being immortal, Dr. Manhattan cannot wipe out death. Lucifer can hold in his hand a book containing all life in the DC universe and destroy it, as Destiny mentioned. Meanwhile, Dr. Manhattan can only destroy one multiverse, or at his maximum capacity, the entire multiverse. Notably, the chaos of the void cannot control Lucifer, but for Dr. Manhattan, that would be impossible. Lucifer truly exists at a level far beyond Manhattan's reach. With absolute respect for Dr. Manhattan, one must admit that Lucifer is superior when it comes to the power hierarchy in the multiverse. Lucifer's father is the supreme being in the DC Vertigo world, and this fact alone places Lucifer in a special position. Lucifer's feats are clear evidence, as he not only possesses creative level power but also the ability to traverse the nothingness inside the DC universe without any consequences. While Dr. Manhattan is a god within the universe where Lucifer also exists, Lucifer himself stands outside because he contributed to its creation. Dr. Manhattan may be among the strongest characters in DC, but Lucifer, with his absolute power, is the index finger on the hand of creation to which they both belong. Please subscribe to the channel, it will help us a lot, and you'll also get to watch wonderful videos every day. You are the best, thank you so much. Dr. Manhattan is an omnipotent being in the Watchmen universe, empowered by crisis energy stemming from the event Crisis on Infinite Earths in Doomsday Clock. This is the same crisis energy that Hal Jordan, in his parallax form, used to repair reality in Zero-Hour Crisis in Time. As for Lucifer Morningstar, he is often considered the second strongest being in the creation of the universe. However, this is not entirely true, as there are entities stronger than him, like the Great Evil Beast, the False Presence from the Lucifer 2016 series, and Elaine Belloc. Some may argue that Dr. Manhattan possesses sixth-dimensional power based on events in Rebirth and Doomsday Clock. However, Lucifer's power is far superior, as he controls realities far beyond the 15th dimension, the highest level in the DC Comics universe. With absolute power to control everything in reality, it can be said that if you are not an omnipotent being, you will never be able to defeat Lucifer. As in, Lucifer far exceeds that, because time and space are merely extensions of his will, which he embodies as he is the divine will shaping creation. The concept of infinity is meaningless to him. Lucifer is not only powerful but also incredibly cunning and skilled in manipulating others. He could easily make Dr. Manhattan end himself, similar to what John did at the end of the Doomsday Clock event. Although Manhattan is very powerful, honestly, his power only slightly surpasses that of the Anti-Monitor or Mandrake, especially when they are at their peak. However, in the current DC Comics lore, these characters are no longer considered as impressive, especially since Perpetua's appearance. She is regarded as the mother of all monitors and other powerful entities, and even created the DC multiverse. But even Perpetua cannot compare to Lucifer and Michael, the two who created the Omniverse, a vast realm containing countless multiverses within it, surpassing all limits that Manhattan could reach. Dr. Manhattan mastered magic in just a few seconds with the ability to use it to defeat powerful heroes like Flash, Aquaman, and Martian Manhunter. However, Lucifer Morningstar remains the second most powerful entity in the DC universe, only equaled by his twin brother Michael and surpassed only by their father, the supreme being God of the Covenant. Before the multiverse was formed, Yahweh created the two brothers and gifted each of them with a powerful gift. Samael, later Lucifer, was given the will and the fire, while Michael was granted the gift of creation and demiurgic power. Michael created the universe from nothingness, while Lucifer shaped it and gave it meaning. Michael possesses the infinite power of God, capable of creating and destroying on an infinite scale, but he cannot shape his creation. On the other hand, Lucifer cannot create anything from nothing, but he can transform anything into any form because he is God's infinite will. Dr. Manhattan is about level 5 in Watchmen. We know he has limits because Veidt said that he wouldn't be able to stop all nuclear weapons if the world went to war, and the weapons he missed would be enough to end humanity. Clearly, he is not omnipotent or near omnipotent. Very powerful, but with limits. However, in Darkseid War, he seems to have been powered up, though all of this was off panel, and in Doomsday Clock, he is much stronger, at least level 7, probably around 7.5. In Doomsday Clock, he defeated many characters like Constantine, Etrigan, etc., all of whom could solo this version of the Watchmen character. It's unclear how much stronger he became compared to his first appearance in the 1980s, but I doubt he could reach Lucifer's level. Dr. Manhattan can alter the molecular structure of all matter, teleport, and regenerate his own molecules after being dispersed. He is somewhat similar to Marvel's Sentry, but not to the same power level. Lucifer Morningstar, with his immense power, ranks only below the Presence in terms of power in the entire DC universe. The key difference is that Lucifer doesn't just disperse Dr. Manhattan's atoms, he makes them vanish from reality altogether. So in the entire DC universe, there is only one entity stronger than Lucifer, and that is God. So there's no way Dr. Manhattan could defeat Lucifer Morningstar unless he received help from God or his son, Michael Demiurgos, one of the most powerful beings in the universe. This emphasizes that Lucifer's power exceeds all limits, making him nearly invincible unless intervention comes from a higher divine level. What do you think? We'd love to hear your opinions. Thank you for watching. That's the video for today, and I will stop it here. Thank you all so much.